Thank you, Emily. And for this next toast, I'd like to welcome our best man. If we could please give a round of applause to Neil as he makes his way up here. Here's our
Yeah, Neil!
Hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Neil. And even though Gabe and I have never actually acknowledged this to each other, he's my best friend. I first met Gabe 10 years ago. I'd like to say that he was this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full-of-life youngster, but that would be a lie. He was exactly like he is now. He was a huge smartass. He was quick to insult any and everything. And he had the same head of hair then as he does now. He's actually really proud of that fact. For whatever reason, we clicked immediately. And after just a month of knowing him, I picked Gabe to be my fraternity big brother. Gabe, in the 10 years since then, you really have become a brother to me. After a year, Gabe and I became roommates. It was a really weird time for both of us. We painted our walls blue. We put in blue carpet. We bought a lot of Picasso blue period artwork to hang up on the walls. And the worst part is, we thought all of this made us look really sophisticated. Needless to say, we really bonded that semester, and I got to know Gabe very well. Living with Gabe, I got to witness firsthand his insane work ethic. Gabe is the most extreme when it comes to schoolwork out of anyone I've ever met. He's always at 110%. Gabe used to sleep on the floor, even though his bed was right around the corner and there was usually an empty futon. Gabe chose the floor. He explained that he wanted to be uncomfortable so that he could wake up more easily. On one hand, it should have been obvious. Of course, Gabe was going to have academic success. But on the other hand, it still blows my mind that this slob, who used to only wear sweatpants, and who would order way too much greasy pasta late at night, and who would binge watch survival shows, unironically, this slob somehow became a respected professor. But here we are. You know, I've really come to admire Gabe for his 110% attitude. I know that it's this craziness that's gotten him so far in life. But sometimes, just sometimes, Gabe takes that craziness a little too far. Let me tell you a story of a time Gabe took things too far.
There's so many.
So back in the day, we used to play this game called Scattergories. Now, the rules of Scattergories are really quite simple. You're given a letter of the alphabet and a category, and you have to come up with something that matches both. For example, if you get the letter G, and the category is Olympic events, you can say gymnastics. Now sometimes, under time pressure, people give weird answers. And then it's up to the other players to decide if that weird answer counts. It usually goes down something like this. So one time Arjun, our good friend and your officiant this afternoon, Arjun got the category, things you put in your purse. Now, for the letter G, Arjun could have said anything from gum to glasses, but Arjun, for things you put in your purse, Arjun says, Go-Gurt. His exact words in defense were, F you, it's on the go. You put it in your purse, and you go. For the record, we did not give Arjun the point.
Good.
But really, it's all in good fun, and most people don't take it too seriously. Gabe, however, is not most people. So let me paint the picture. The letter is K, and the category is things that have claws. Now Heidi, for things that have claws, Heidi says, Kim Kardashian. Now, we all know that technically Kim Kardashian does not have claws. But the group thought this was a clever answer, so we gave her the point. People laughed, people moved on, but not Gabe. Gabe thought this was an absolute travesty. Gabe felt this was so fundamentally wrong that he spent the rest of the night campaigning to overturn that decision. And you might think the story stops there, but it doesn't. Gabe kept going. He was relentless the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. Let's just say that was 4 years ago, and we haven't played Scattergories since. But that's just who Gabe is. He's always been really over the top. He overstates things, habitually. He's a habitual overstater. I can't count the number of times that Gabe has called me the worst. And there's no noun following those two words. He just straight up calls me the worst. Maybe I like a song that Gabe doesn't like. Neil, you are the worst! Maybe he catches me eating fast food. Neil, you are literally the worst. Maybe we're playing some harmless game. Neil, Kim Kardashian does not have claws, and anyone who thinks so is an idiot. Are you an idiot? Maybe we're watching Gabe's favorite TV show. Neil, I know literally every single thing there is to know about Game of Thrones, and no one in this room can stop me. Maybe Gabe ate a ghost pepper. Neil, I would give up my left pinky right now to make this pain go away. I think I've made my point that Gabe is this over-the-top guy who always overdoes everything and overstates everything. There's only one thing that Gabe has ever understated, and that's his love for you, Steph. Gabe doesn't really talk about his relationship with Steph very much. But every now and then I catch a glimpse of what she means to him. These moments aren't meant for other people to be noticed. Unlike everything else Gabe does. But when I catch them, it's actually really sweet. Like the time a group of us traveled to Mexico. Steph came a few days later, after Gabe and the rest of us were already there. But when she arrived, you could just see Gabe's whole mood lift. It was subtle, but it was definitely noticeable. Or the time Gabe took Cantonese classes. I only found out about this in passing. And when I did, Gabe made it sound like it wasn't a big deal. Like it was just something casual he was doing on the side. But I know that this was actually very thoughtful and very meaningful. Not every person tries to learn a new language after school. And it's not easy to find adult Cantonese classes. But I know that Gabe did this because he knew how much it would mean to Steph and to her family. I get the feeling that even if Gabe talked about Steph with the same zeal he uses when he talks about Game of Thrones, he still wouldn't even come close to scratching the surface of that relationship. Or if he went on and on about her the same way he wouldn't shut up about Scattergories, we still wouldn't come anywhere close to learning the extent of his love. it makes me happy to know that there's something in your life so vast and so deep that even you can't describe it. Steph and Gabe, here's a toast to you. Everyone else, let's raise